Anita's fault.
No. Oh, I was like thinking that was a mosca in my pants. I was like, what the heck is that?
I should have put the light on this side.
Hello, hello. Why?
So that I didn't cover.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I can't see your face. What's up, Nicholas? What's up? What's up, you guys?
What's up? What's up? Sorry, we're doing this today on a Thursday instead of a Wednesday.
Literally. But yesterday, the reason why we weren't live yesterday was because it was something serious. I'm just kidding. No, it's because we were not feeling it. We were just out of it yesterday. Today, we're still kind of like out of it, but we're here.
Yeah, we have
You
to
know, we're
follow through.
Yeah, we have to follow through. Yesterday, Jose went boxing and then he went to the chiropractor. And so he was like super relaxed. And he was like, you know what? Like, I'm just tired. I'm drained. And then me, I was like, okay, that's cool. I was being Senora life over here.
For real,
I was cooking. And then today I actually woke up feeling a little sick. So I was like, oh my goodness. And then the kids have been sick too, like the past few days. So that kind of like threw us off too.
Yeah.
But we're here, you guys. We're back on here and we're like, you know what? We
can't
have
miss
to
a
show
week,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. And then too, like the reason why we didn't do, we didn't even know what to talk about. Right, babe? We were like, oh my God, what should we talk about? But Jose literally just came up with a topic right now. I guess we're doing a life update Q&A. So, oh, thank you, Chris. And you know what? We appreciate all of you guys tuning in.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to be here with us and sharing this experience with us. And
Yesenia said hello, Jam family. What's up, Yesenia?
what's up? What's up?
Sylvia, I finally made it on time to the live. Let's go.
Let's
Nicholas,
go.
great, thank you. Hi guys, hi Rosa.
Thank you.
So how are you feeling from boxing? Honestly, I love it. It's becoming an addiction to me. It's just like a lot of little details like footwork, placing, like balance. It's
Soreness.
yeah. Yesterday I got like because I paid for a coach to train me, and he just like
Went ham on
yeah,
you.
he went ham on me. But I like it, right? Because it's like that's how you appreciate things, and like even I started appreciating boxing even more because a lot of times we just watch it for entertainment purposes or like for us, being Mexican. Oh, okay, vamos a ver al Canelo pelear, and then we just see him fight and we think like, oh, no pegó hoy, or like he didn't do this, but like it's a whole different science. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's a beautiful
I
thing.
know he comes home and he's like, "Oh my God!" Like, and you guys get your mans to sign up because let me tell you guys, this was like very different for me because I was like, the minute he signed up, the next day he cleaned out his whole house, like his whole place.
Yeah.
He organized all his clothes. He was like cleaning. He was scrubbing floors. I was like, whoa, who is this new guy?
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like it was two things. One, obviously because I need to show talk about that portion of what I was about to say, because I feel like it's better if it comes from her. It's her story to tell. But the second way was just like I was in such a how would I say, not like a rut, but I was just like I went. It's hard to explain because like I went from always constantly being like on chase kind of thing to where it's like, damn, now I've taken the time to not a step back, but like a moment to just kind of really work on my business, like building my team and getting things a lot more structured and more situated and stuff like that, developing systems. And I feel like I didn't feel like I was moving, I wasn't chasing, so even working out wasn't doing it for me anymore. So I was like, what, I need something to just kind of give me that like a different sense of fulfillment, sense of purpose, like a new mountain to climb. And I was like, what's one thing that I've always wanted to do? And I was like, what, boxing. And it was one of those things where it was like, I'm gonna pay everything right then and now because that's gonna motivate me to go ahead and just commit to it. So that same night I bought my boxing gloves, I bought my wrist wraps, I got my membership. So I went for like a one-on-one training just to see how it was gonna be. and everything. And then I was like, all right, like I'm going all in, you know. And it wasn't like a smooth thing either. It wasn't like, oh, I went in there and I had a good time and I enjoyed it. It was like horrible because I went in there, I couldn't even continue the training because it was very cardio intensive. Within the first 5 minutes of me being there, I was already done. I wanted to throw up. It was just bad. But I was telling Anita, and I don't think I shared. Did I share the story before? No, that when I was in the bathroom. No, that when at the gym.
No.
No. So anyway, so basically what happened is I went to the bathroom because after I did the cardio, I feel like I don't know if it was because I hadn't ate anything that day or whatever, but like I just felt like I needed to throw up. I felt so out of it, like dizzy. So I told the guy who was training me, I was, you know what, I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then when I went to the bathroom, I wanted to throw up, you know. I didn't end up throwing up, but right then and there, I kid you not, I watched so many motivational videos that always talk about, you know, the guys that are competitive, right? And I consider myself very competitive, very like a focused and disciplined kind of guy. And right then and there, I wanted to quit. I was like, all right, maybe I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna tell the guy that maybe next time, like I'll come back and I'll feel better next time and I'll do better next time.
Trying to
And
quit.
yeah, I was trying to quit. My mind was like trying to tell me to quit. And that voice inside my head was like, if you leave, you're going to forever be a fucking quitter. You'll never be able to step foot back inside this gym because every time you come in here, you're going to remember that you quit on the very first day. And then on top of that, I was like, you're always going to have this in the back. You can come again and this and that, but how are you going to look at your son and ask him for him to be, you know, disciplined and to do this and to do that if you're fucking quitting right now? And I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just take a minute. Let me take 2 minutes. And I went back out there and I completed the workout. I couldn't feel my legs. I wasn't even, you know, there fully, but I stuck it out. And then that just snapped something in my brain that was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, this is it. Like, you know, it's something that really challenged me and really gave me a sense of, you know, joy and excitement to go after something new that's going to challenge me. And that's kind of how it went, you know what I mean? And then after that, I just went all in, bought my shoes, freaking ordered everything, you know? So, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But to me, it was like shocking how I don't know how he just felt like cleaning his whole house and washing and scrubbing floors and cleaning the bathroom. And I was like, okay, I think I like you joining boxing now.
Yeah, I would
but
say
obviously, it's like cleaning your aura, you know, making sure your aura is
it's for like
good.
a next season, you know,
Exactly.
the next chapter.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that was pretty cool, and so that's kind of something you've been up to.
Yeah, so I've been boxing every single day ever since then, and honestly, like I said, I've really enjoyed to love it. Obviously, I'm not good at it yet, you know. I'm still
You're still
figuring it
learning
out, but I'm really, really enjoying it. You know, just the punching, the movement, all these little factors that just I nerd out to, like little things, you know, little detail stuff, and I just been really enjoying it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna.
Well,
oh,
that's
sorry.
the second reason why I also felt like I was cleaning. I feel like you should touch on that.
Oh yeah. So, the other reason why he was cleaning was also because I'm moving into his place. Well, not to like live here, but because I'm going to be working out of here.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do was mainly use up, and I think we talked about this on the last live video, but we were talking about how we wanted to make use of this place more of like what would you say, like headquarters?
More of like like a
creating-
headquarters to like create content. Obviously, we have an
The
amazing view. We have a balcony. We have 2 rooms, 2 bathrooms. Obviously, there's this whole living room. We can throw little events here with like 4 or 5 people, like little stuff like that, just to kind of use this place as like the hub for our businesses. And then obviously I'm quote unquote moved into her house now, so
Yeah.
I'm staying over there, and then we're just using this as like headquarters.
Yeah, so I actually pretty much moved my studio here.
Yeah.
So I think that also gave like the motivation, or yeah, I would say the motivation to like clean up and get everything ready. Just
Not that
to
it was
make
dirty.
Yeah,
I was
no,
just-
it wasn't dirty. I mean, he hardly has anything. Like I told you guys, this was like a bachelor pad. Like he had like
Cause
just the mattress on the ground. I mean, he still does.
yeah, it's still in there.
But
'Cause
he has like a bed frame that he hasn't set up. He didn't have. This is the only furniture he has in his house. I
yeah,
swear,
literally.
like no
'Cause,
dining
well,
table.
my desk too for my computer to work.
This is
Because
literally
honestly, you guys, like I was using this place literally just to like work.
Yeah.
It's an amazing
Yeah,
environment to work in. Like
the
have an amazing
view.
view. Like it's really nice and quiet here. I have a gym downstairs. I have a pool if I need to just walk, like go outside and walk around.
Skinny dip.
And I-
Skinny.
I'm in downtown San Diego, so it's like you walk out of the building and it's like you feel like you're in
It's
New York.
nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's really a really good space to like be a creative. And
I get
I never
inspired.
bring people here, so I was like, I mean, I just need my desk to work and a bed to sleep and my clothes, and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously now that she's in here,
Yeah.
her clients are
So
coming in.
So yeah, that was the reason why he kind of wanted to clean up, and not clean up because there was really not much, but he had like some boxes in one of the spare rooms. So he was like, you know what, let me get everything out of there so you can move in here and work out of here. And we're both all about giving our clients an experience, and this is like the best experience clients can get, coming in here. And I've had nothing but
Yeah.
good feedback. I've been taking clients here the past week and a half, I'm going to say, or 2 weeks. And all my clients that come in here, they're like, wow, look at this view. It's
Because
breathtaking.
literally as soon as you come in, like
The
you
first
just
thing you
see
see.
the whole view. You see
Petco
the
Park's, like, right in
I was about to
front
say
of there.
Qualcomm Stadium.
Petco Park
see
is
Petco.
literally right there. So it's breathtaking. It's a beautiful environment, So even some clients get inspired coming here. So it's nice to be able to, both of us kind of work here together and just feed off from each other, motivate each other. And yeah, like this is what's working.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're up to right now. The room, because he does have carpets on both rooms, one of the rooms is going to be remodeled. So we're going to take the carpet off and put flooring in there. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're still getting that situated, but then I'm going to be moving all of my stuff, making it super cute. I'll probably do a little, not a little, but I'll do a video on Instagram posting the new place so you guys can get an idea. If you guys are planning to get your brows done with me, you guys have a feel of what you're going to be getting.
Yeah, I love that.
Just the experience you'll be receiving. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working on right now.
Yeah, so if you guys ever get the opportunity to get your eyebrows done by Anita, you guys are obviously going to come in here and see where do all this stuff. I also have an extra room, like I said. I'll probably end up, I don't know, doing something for my mom and my sister because they want to start their online business too as well.
On TikTok.
So yeah, to start selling stuff on TikTok, etc. So I might convert that into a space for them to where they can do their live videos or whatever they need. You know what I
Just
mean?
making rooms for like content, like
Yeah.
making areas where it's aesthetically pleasing for all of us, where we can all kind of jump in there and create content and help each other grow as a family.
This is where I'm filming my course too. So my course is going to be dropping in November. So once it's done, obviously on the inside, you guys are going to be able to see, that it was shot in here. So this is going to be really where a lot of content comes out from, and a lot of things that, because I think for me, like one of the things that I like to think about is like you guys see us where we're at now, but it's such a small, in like the grand scale of things. Like this is just the beginning for us when it comes to like really doing what we know we're meant to be and to do. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. And obviously I want to bring my family with me. I want Anita obviously to grow too as well. And just I don't know, like I feel like right now we're in that season of trying to help our family out. Her little niece too, she wants to create content. And we're just, I don't know, like I feel like everything is just kind of falling into place. Like we pioneered something that can impact our family a lot in a very positive way. Obviously, my sister wants to do her TikTok lives. She needs 1,000 followers. Cool, we can help her with that, to help her expedite it. Obviously, I create content. I understand business, the TikTok shop. So it's, it's really empowering, I would say, because I think for me, like I always have that weight on my shoulders of like, hey, I need to make sure my mom's taken care of. I need to make sure that my sisters are taken care of. So it's like if I have the skill sets to teach them and educate them on how to start it and how to do it, so that once they have that knowledge themselves, they can just go ahead and run with it, and that gives me some sense of peace to be like, all right, like I equip them with more than just giving them a fish to eat. I've equipped them with teaching them how to fish, so they can go ahead and do it for themselves. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it's an amazing experience. Gabby said, "Is this place secured?" Yes. Yeah, so we have security downstairs. You have to be there. You can't come up the building. You don't have a fob. So yeah.
Even like the garage.
Yeah, even the garage too as well. But like, yeah, that's pretty much what I would say on that. Um, Such a great business move for you both. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, guys. No, so everything, and it's nice too, cause like he works from home from here too. So like, whenever we have a little break, we kind of both just have company with each other and conversations, motivate each other. So yeah, it's been nice. It's been a nice transition. Yeah. I'm excited.
Feels right.
It feels right. Yeah, it feels right. It feels good. But yeah, keep asking us questions, you guys.
Janelle said, "Much love from New York."
Oh,
I want to ask. I want to
wow.
ask Janelle a question. Janelle, how is it in December? Like,
Yeah.
I would say the first week of December, in terms of like weather and all that, because I want to take Anita over there for her birthday, which is December 3rd, but she's scared of us being stuck over there because obviously we've seen some stuff where it starts snowing and then flights can't leave, etc. So if you can kind of give us some insight on how it is out there, because we really want to go. I think it'll be something beautiful for us to go as a family to New York. Mila has been wanting to go forever.
Literally, yeah, I'm excited. I really want to go to New York, you guys. He sent me a reel the other day where there's a couple like in New York, and it's kind of like a place like this where you have the nice views. But man, like it was showing all the beautiful things in New York when it's in December, and I was like, man, that's literally the feeling you get when you watch movies. It's just that warm, fuzzy feeling inside, and I was like, man, now I want to go. So it's really cold. Sometimes we get snow. Oh, so it's gonna be probably really, really cold.
Yeah.
So we probably won't catch snow. So we might make it to New York on my birthday. I'm excited. I really want to go because I want to experience it with the kids and all of us. And
even if it's cold, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, usually for my birthday, I never really do anything. I don't really care much to celebrate. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I'm gonna throw myself a big party. Like, I'm just kind of like, it's another year, but people are always telling me you got to celebrate. It's another milestone.
And I feel like it's important, because I think even like, I don't know, like life is so precious, like, and I think I'm starting to take more of a, not pride, but prioritizing just kind of taking care of myself. And like, I've invested, even the boxing thing, right? It's an investment towards my health, because it has to do more with like cardio and all that, like heart health, right? And then I'll do IVs for myself. Yesterday I went to the chiropractor. So I'm starting to be appreciative of the feeling of like taking not just taking care of yourself, but like really loving yourself and investing into yourself, and I think even a birthday thing is like an example of that. You know what I mean? Like, I know for sure, like I have an idea of what the type of birthday that I would want for me, like on a selfish level. And I'll probably end up doing that next year, so we'll see. But I mean, up to now, I've just been, this winning season, I've just been making sure that everybody around me is good, that they have the experiences that I wish I can give them, and now I feel like this next year could be a good one for me.
I'll get to that question. But Kati, Anita, are you still on the gym journey? So I feel like this is coming up. Even Jose asked me yesterday. He's like, have you been going to the gym?
Let me just clarify. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's not. I didn't say it because of anything wrong, but it's just like I feel like I've been so on my thing that I'm like, hey babe, like, I don't want you to like
let go of
that. You know what I mean?
Or
not let go of yourself,
but like let go of what drives is a part of you.
Yeah, because also
and sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So when he asked me that, I only said it jokingly, because it's been in the back of my mind. Like, I've been wanting to get back into the gym, and I do miss it because I truly enjoy it and I love going to the gym. Not only because it gives me the mental clarity, but, my physical, it makes me feel good. I see the difference and all of that. But the reason, and I think ever since we got back, I've been kind of soaking in every second
Me
with
too.
us as a family and as the kids.
I think that's what it was for me.
What?
Like the coasting season too.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to enjoy my family. Us actually being able to sleep
Being
together.
Yeah, so that's me right now. And before, so the times that I was able to go work out were always at nighttime, like around 7 or 8 p.m. because my mom, she helps me watch the kids. And so when I would get out of work, which was like at 6 or 7, I would go to the gym, come home, put the babies to bed, and I kind of had a routine. But ever since we got back together, I kind of, every night, it's like we go home and we just bond with our babies. We are together as a family, and we haven't had that in over a year and a half. So I was just kind of like, do I leave and go to the gym, or do I just cherish these moments? So
it's hard.
It's really, really hard. And especially when you have babies, and it's just like, I want us to create these memories. Like, we'll go home and we watch The Walking Dead with the babies like crazy.
Or just shows,
just shows, like movies. We'll have movie night, and
that's some good food.
Yeah, we'll get some food, and that's we don't it doesn't have to be on the weekend. It has been every single day almost. So that's how I'm like, do I leave and not like miss out on this? So right now I'm like, yes, I do plan on getting back to the gym, but I think right now,
especially right now too, that we have one downstairs.
Yeah, but I kind of don't like that gym much
because it doesn't have everything.
Yeah, it doesn't have everything I need. But yeah, anyways, that's the reason why I haven't been to the gym, but I am going back because I miss it, and because that's a part of me, and I can see the difference in my body, and I'm like, I just want to feel good again. But I know that's going to take time away from my babies and from him. And it's just kind of like a battle because I'm like, oh,
I think also that's why for me, it's like I'd much rather get everything that I need to do early in the morning so that nighttime I'm just with the family, what I mean?
And that's the thing that I was thinking. I was like, should I just go to the gym? Because I'm an early bird. I'm up at like 6. Sometimes I wake up at 5. So the reason why I would go night times before was because he wasn't living with us. So I was with the babies alone at home, and I'm like, I can't just get up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning and leave, because I don't want them to stay by themselves, and I don't want to wake my mom up and be like, hey, come watch the babies because I'm going to the gym at 4 in the morning. Yeah. So that's the reason why I would go at nighttime, because she would come home from work and I would just sit there with her.
Sorry, because people are like, I've seen like 5 or 6 comments of people saying, why are y'all sitting so far away from each other? I feel like that's something that always comes up.
Let me see. I didn't even see them.
Like, somebody just said, can y'all sit together? Please, it's giving me anxiety.
Okay, guys.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Why?
I feel like that should be like a thing from now on,
What?
Like, we never sit close to each other. Just
that's
make that a thing,
so funny.
No, but obviously it's a conversation, so it's like when we face each other and we're like right next to each other, it's like, you know what I mean? It's just different. But some people even say, oh, you guys definitely don't love each other because you guys aren't sitting next to each other.
That's always a question, and I feel like we always get closer for us. Please, people are getting anxiety. Babe, hold my hand at least.
But I bet you anything.
Babe, hold my hand at least.
But I bet you anything if it was like one of those, like, what are those called? Those single couches?
The what?
Those couches? What are they
called? Like the little just chairs?
Yeah, like the little chairs. You guys wouldn't even say anything.
That is so
it's just the
friendly.
Setting of the couch
I'm all yes, y'all so far apart. Sit closer together.
Yeah, you should see the other one. There was one on top.
Only those that have been married for so long only know that it's
where?
Crystal. Crystal said only those that have been married for so long only know. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like, even when we're at home, we're not.
Once I get a smaller couch.
Jesse, that's gonna be like a thing. I swear.
Even when that's what I'm saying. We're gonna make this a thing.
I think maybe we're so traumatized because when we're at home, if we ever try to be together, the kids come.
Yeah.
And it's like Mila gets jealous over Jose.
Straight up with me.
And Aiden gets jealous that I'm close to Jose. Aiden is always like, "Mami conmigo," and I'm like, I want to give daddy some love
Yeah.
too, and he's like, "No, conmigo," and he'll start grabbing my face, Aiden,
And then Mila does the same
and then
thing with
Mila's
me.
like, "He's my daddy," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So we're always sitting apart from each other. I'm sitting on this end of the couch,
Yeah.
and Jose's literally on the whole other end of the couch.
Literally.
So I guess it's just get a love sofa. I am
yeah.
dead. This is gonna be a
I'm
thing.
so glad to see you guys like this, girl. We are the same way. We sit far even at home.
Yeah, like when you have kids, it just becomes a thing, I guess.
I guess, right?
Anita, white looks good on you. Thank you, Wendy. I know, girl. I've been rocking white. Just kidding. No, but yeah, you
Excuse
guys,
me.
it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's
Once
funny
you have
that
kids,
gets always brought up. You
It's
know what I mean?
always being brought up. No, but yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about, the gym. So that's it with my gym situation. I am getting back, you guys. I have like a monthly subscription for my protein. Every month I get delivered pack like
Your protein.
my
stuff.
protein, and I'm like, damn. Earlier today I opened up my pantry and I was like, I have like 5 tubs in there, brand new, of protein.
Look,
So.
she said, "I've been following you guys since your apartment together." Let's
Oh
go.
wow, yeah, that was.
I feel like it's crazy. Like so much has happened. Like the last year and a half, 2 years. You know what I mean? That's insane.
It feels like it went by so fast,
Hmm.
but yet so slow.
Yeah.
Because I think when we were broken up, it was a very difficult time, and it felt like it was never ending.
Yeah.
But then if you really look back, I'm like, damn, that went by quick.
Yeah. Literally, feels like a
Like-
blur now.
Yeah.
Jassy, Mina said, "Gotta get my brows done with you after this baby comes out of me."
Yes, Jazzy, we're gonna get that confidence up again, girl.
I'm assuming it's what, baby number 3? I think I see 2
Yeah, I
kids
think
in
it's
her
gonna
profile
probably be
photo.
baby number 3.
Congrats on baby number 3. Is it a girl or a
Girl
boy?
or a boy? That'd be so nice to like. I would love to do your brows, girl.
You all get to come here.
Yeah, literally. But what else? What else? Ask us some questions, you guys. We need some Q&A. We're open and we're answering, and just go. Oh, baby boy,
boy
after
after
2
2
girls.
girls.
Yes,
Let's
let's
go.
go. That probably makes you so
That's gonna be your
happy.
boy, because I feel like boys are more attached.
No, she. Oh yeah.
Somebody earlier we were talking about how, you know, Mila's so loving towards me. You know, like she'll like hug me, she'll kiss me, she'll like bring me water, like hug me. She'll make sure that I'm good.
She's
you know.
so attentive to details.
Yeah, and then you know, so for example, like we watched this video that talks about how like a woman goes into like her feminine side when the male obviously takes charge and, you know, leads accordingly, right? And I think ever since then it made me realize that like maybe that's why Mila takes so much care of me, you know, because
Yeah,
like she's always taken care of, you know, protected.
Well, it's what they say, like when a woman feels safe around a man, it creates a safe environment for her to be in her feminine era or feminine energy. And so your feminine energy is being taken care of, and that allows you to be more nurturing, more loving, and just bring that, you know, womanly out of us. And women are naturally nurturing. So Mila feels safe around Jose, so that's why she's so loving and nurturing, and just very like, oh, I gotta take care of my daddy, and making sure that he has a blanket when he's sleeping, making sure he feels loved, and I'm his safe.
Yeah. Well, literally,
know?
like it would be like 3 in the morning, and I'll move and like, you know, like, or I'll feel like her like covering me with the blanket, and then she covers me, hugs me, and like gives me a kiss.
Yeah,
Or she'll like
she's
grab
so
my
loving.
face, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
she's in her
you know?
feminine energy.
And then
Aiden,
Aiden, he's like,
he's in his masculine energy.
yeah,
Just kidding.
he wants to like be taken care of. with
Yeah,
his- from
and
his
so
mama.
he's surrounded with girls. Like there's all female taking care of him, and the only male is Jose. So, you know, he's used to being taken care of, and like he wants things a certain place, and we're like, yes, papi, you can have it. And you know, he's used to being like, all right, girls cater to me, and you know, like they take care of me, and they're loving towards me, and they're my safe zones and stuff. So it's just beautiful seeing how it even happens with little kids at
Yeah.
such a young age. It's like already embodied in them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like their roles, and it's
And their nature,
beautiful.
you know?
Yeah. All right. So they keep asking, are we married? No, we are not. I'm just kidding. Yes, guys, we are legally married. We got married in 2012.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, we have our wedding video, but we don't know where it is.
I think I found it. It's in the
You-
storage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, we should upload that on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I'm
curious.
actually looking embarrassed.
Yeah.
My hair. You know what's funny? So
He thought he was Sonic.
Yeah. So when we got married,
I'm gonna get my drink. Or can you grab it for me?
yeah, yeah. I was working at
Hold on, guys. See, this is your feminine energy. Taking care of babes. Thank you, baby.
when I was working at a bakery, when we got married, and I remember I had gotten like a mohawk, right? I had a mohawk, but all the way to the back too. And my boss at the time was like, he was at our wedding, so he was like, you're gonna regret having that haircut or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not. You know, I was like
You're like,
all
this is the
offended.
new
I was like,
thing.
this looks sick. Now I look back and I'm like, oh my God.
That is
Why did I
so
even have that
funny.
haircut? You know what I mean?
That is so funny. I don't even want to look at my stuff. It's so embarrassing. Can see the growth in yourself, Anita. I love seeing you guys together. Thank you, Crystal. I love that. I love that you guys are able to see it, and you guys are able to see how much I've grown, and you guys been through it. You know, you've been through this journey with us, and it's awesome. Oh my God, Michelle, when you sent that message, my stomach literally dropped for you.
Which one?
She said, I recently found messages from another girl on my husband's Apple Watch. I don't know what to do. That's...
You think there was probably like some pre-history?
What do you
Like
mean?
in between them? Like in their relationship, they're having relationship issues? Were you guys having relationship issues prior?
Oh yeah, good question. Do you guys plan on having any more kids? Absolutely not. I am done. We have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I think,
I feel like that's a major factor, you know? Like even before Aiden was born, I would always say anything like, oh, maybe we should just stay with one, child, because I don't ever want her to feel left out or like we don't love her or this and that, And I think especially when you're like the type of parent that loves to make sure that your kids are, very prioritized, and
it takes a lot of
it
time
takes
and
a lot
commitment.
of time and commitment. So it's like I feel like 2 is like the perfect amount. So
Yeah.
where it's like
2 is good
we can
for
still
us. Provide, give them the best life.
Yeah.
But even for me, I think like obviously I carry them, and for me it took like a big toll on me mentally. Like I don't care about my body, right? But it's just more of the mental aspect. It really, when I tell you guys that I was so depressed with the postpartum depression, like I was in it, I was crying for no reason, and just
that's a big factor.
yeah, at nighttime, every time it was nighttime, my heart would start beating so fast, and my hands would start getting numb and sweaty, and I just wanted to cry. I felt so sad. So it's a scary feeling for me, thinking like obviously my babies are my world and I would do anything for them, right? But it's a big process. Like so many hormones are unbalanced and you're just all over the place. Your life has to be put on hold, and you can get where you want to be, but it does take a lot more time, you know? So props to all the girls and mamas out there that have 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 kids, because it's a lot mentally. And so I think I'm good with 2. We have the best of both worlds. We're able to give them the best life possible and enjoy them, the time, and that works for our family. There's a lot of you guys that want 5 kids, and that's beautiful. I come from a big family too, and my mom said she would have had 15, 20 kids if she could. And that's fine. So to each their own.
Have you guys been to Texas? I've been to Texas multiple times.
Yeah, I've never been to Texas. Since you guys are back together, Anita, did you move out from your previous place you were before? No. So we kind of we talked about this a little bit earlier, but kind of my place turned into like our home where we can just chill, disconnect, bond with the kids. We have our little garden. We want to buy chickens. So that's kind of like where that's home. And then here we're kind of turning it into more of like a creator workspace. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're doing. This is, we're barely moving into this. So far it feels right. So far everything's working out beautifully. So just,
right now what I'm thinking about, because they're saying to show the wedding video, we should do like reacting to our wedding video.
Literally, let's do that. Cool. That'd be so cool. Yeah, we should do that. I think they were asking because we see no rings, but we know you. Oh, I know, baby. When are you gonna give me my ring?
Yeah, where's my ring?
You have it. You have both our rings. Actually, you need to give me back my ring, boy.
I'll sell it to you.
Huh?
I'll sell it to you.
No, you know what? He needs to propose to me again. Mira, estoy toda de blanco. I'm playing. No, I think he has both our rings. Hopefully he didn't lose them. Let's see. Mature couple right here. Thank you. I love you both and your family. Glad you guys are back together. Sending hugs and lots of love from El Paso, Texas. Let's go, Patty. Thank you so much. Hey, Lacey. You two are such a beautiful couple. Keep God first in your marriage and everything else will seem easy. Amen, Sophia. Agree 100%. How was it with your family after you got back together? Did everyone accept it? Yes. So for the most part, my family, all I told them was that I needed my space. I was going through a really hard time and they were very respectful about it. So they weren't kind of like, oh, we hate Jose. It was never like that. He's always been super nice to all my family. They love him. It was awkward, obviously, because, there was still tension between both of us. And so I think it was felt in a room, because we hardly ever talked. So it was kind of felt. But other than that, right now they're super respectful of us and our decision, and my mom loves Jose. Ever since she met him, she was like, he's such a good guy. Like, she knew that he was just an amazing person inside and out. So
I'm the favorite nuero.
Yeah, he's like literally the favorite cuñado. So
Cuñado
it's nuero.
Nuero. Yeah, nuero.
Right, nuero. Yeah. So and then with his mom, I've always had a relationship with her. Even after we broke up, his mom was always, reaching out to me. She would come over, see the kids, and I did her eyebrows. We always had a really beautiful relationship. She loves me. I don't think she approved of me at first, but
my mom was very territorial when I was
a
kid. I was like 16, 17, you know what I mean?
And his mom is very, like, she doesn't allow a lot of people in her circle, I guess you would say, but
that's where I get it from.
Yeah, literally. She's very, like, she has walls up, but I've been nothing but supportive towards his family, and I think she sees that and she loves me, and she's I think also too, like, she's seen you make me a better man too. Yeah,
so I feel
exactly. That's what she says. So
seeing a reproposal. Sorry.
Oh, look, Jasmine.
What's up, Jazz?
Hey, Jazz. I was telling your Theo how you want to go on TikTok and do your live videos. So we actually did our first live on TikTok today, guys, and I felt freaking old. I feel ancient. I was like, damn. And not because we are old, but because I'm so used to Instagram and this YouTube. Like, going on TikTok, I was like, wait, where do I see how many people are watching? And then we actually had likes. I didn't even know you could like the videos. And
it was totally different.
It was totally, I didn't even know how to end the live video, but that was pretty cool. I was like, how does this work?
Yeah, literally.
And so my niece, she's obviously younger than us. She's 22. Yeah, she's 22. So she's more on like that phase with TikTok and stuff. But we do plan on going more on TikTok, you guys. And then my niece, she's obviously wanting to grow her. So we'll be doing live videos even with my niece. We'll do like little get readies with me. We're trying to blow up her channel too. So you guys will love Jasmine.
Yeah, most definitely.
Jose bien chiviado. Ah,
I think I'm already over that stage. I think
chiviado.
I'll always have it here and there.
What? The
Because
chiviado?
no, because it's like I don't know how to take kind words said about me. You know, I don't know how to take it. So it's like I don't know. I don't know how to react. I don't know if I should just like numb it, suppress it, or react to it. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know how to react in those situations. You know what I mean?
So Jassy asked, were there any assumptions from both sides of the family when you both decided to separate? I think for my family, the assumption was we're never getting back together because it was like,
I've never heard that.
yeah, because it's like, oh, the minute you guys separate, that means things will never be the same. There's always going to be friction and just it's never going to be the same. You know, obviously speaking from their past experiences or what they know, what they're aware of, right? And to me, to be honest, I always wonder that too. I was like, oh, yeah, we probably might never even get back together because the way things were, it gave me that, right? So I could see why for them it was kind of that. Yeah. But other than that, like, I don't think there were any.
'Cause my mom,
like,
she never
crazy.
asked. My mom's always been the type of person that's like,
If you don't tell her, she won't
yeah,
ask.
she's like, your problems are you guys' problems, and you know, I'll never get in the way. I'll never ask you why this, why that. It's just
Yeah,
it's like
no.
I'm never gonna step in or
His mom is so respectful, you guys. Like, she always tells me, es casa, por eso se dice casados, casa de dos. She's like, yo no vengo si no me invitan. You know, I'm not the type of, like, mother-in-law that comes in, is always like, pero ¿por qué esto? ¿Por qué esto? Do this for your kids. Ponle esto a los niños. Que hagas esto con los niños. Like, she's never once told me, like, do this to your kids. Why are your kids wearing this? Why, you know, hace frío, ponle esto, que no caminen así, que no hagan it. Like, super respectful. I will always be grateful that she's never overstepped boundaries. It's just she'll come, she says hi and bye, and never like asking him, pero por qué? Why this? Like, if he opens up to her, good. If not, she'll be like, okay.
Somebody said it's yerno, not nuero.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
yerno.
Before, how did you guys start?
Before, how did you guys start talking again?
I think it was like a gradual thing, you know, like it
How
was
did
in
we
like
start talking
we, you know, said, oh, we were gonna start talking now or trying. It was just like we started hanging out with the kids more. We started activities with the kids. I think even probably one of the biggest ones was Aiden's birthday. I think ever since after that, it was like it just started gradually happening more.
again.
You know what I mean? I think that's
Yeah.
what it was. It was like a
And
gradual
then I
thing.
think I like asked you, like, can I give you a hug or something like that? And
Yeah,
then
I
I
think
gave
ever
him a
since that,
hug.
yeah.
And then ever since that, it was like, oh, okay. But yeah, because we would hardly ever talk. But yeah, that's kind of how we started talking
Yeah,
again.
that's
Just
really
doing
how
more
it-
activities with the kids. You both seem genuine. Thank you, Yesenia. After the breakup, how did you guys start talking again?
That was
Oh,
pretty
that
much
was the same.
thing. Yeah.
When he said you made him a better man, hit for real.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Chrissy.
It's true when they say, you know, like the partner that you choose, it's gonna make you or break you. You know what I think one of the, even in my career, I think, you know, people don't really like, obviously people see what I've done and all that, but I think I am the person that I am because she's always given me the freedom to fully be me, you know, even in times that maybe she didn't understand it, or in times where, you know, she was feeling like she was left behind or whatever, but like she's always supported me, like even on whether it was a good decision that I made or a bad decision, like she's always been like, you know, like go do it, you know, like
Encouraging.
yeah,
him.
she would always encourage me. So yeah,
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
that was fun.
I don't know.
I was like, that's how you know she wasn't paying attention.
No, I was paying attention, but then I read a comment and I was like, oh, that was fun.
So, I've been sharing your videos with my brother and sister-in-law. My brother is short temper and very old school, so I hope they've been enjoying them just like me.
Oh,
That's awesome.
that's
Appreciate
awesome. That just made my whole night. I swear, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, and I really hope that your brother-in-law or your brother and your sister-in-law like really benefit from this, and I hope we're able to touch them in any way, you know. Anita, I love the last video you guys made. I am how I used I am how you used to be, but I learned a lot. I am that girl that needs my hubby always with me, but he is too stuck with work and work. Oh,
Yeah.
Wendy, I think yeah, it's hard, you know, and like I've shared before, I think it's hard going from being with your partner all the time to them starting to work so much. It does take a strong woman to be able to sustain that relationship,
Hmm.
and like it's a lot of like a mental barrier and a mental thing that you have to overcome,
Yeah.
you know. But I think working on loving yourself and learning how to detach and become independent, learning to
Mm.
be happy on your own is ultimately what's gonna make it feel like okay, and you're gonna be able to accept it a lot
Yeah.
better.
And not in a form of detached where it's like,
Yeah, where you're
yeah.
like numbing yourself, and but you know, being able to feel comfortable doing things alone
Yeah.
and still being there for him. You know what I mean?
Find yourself like your own purpose, you know, like find something that'll give you that sense of purpose where it's like, because a lot of the times, like, I think right now you're in that codependency stage, and since you're codependent on your partner, you're when there's not that connect with that person, or there's sort of like a separation, not from love or anything like that, just like a detachment from, him having to provide, etc. Like, I feel like you
Mm-hmm.
have to find something that gives you that sense of fulfillment and purpose for your own self, so that you don't kind of fall victim of
Mm.
depression or that detachment, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Because,
a hundred
like, it's
percent.
not easy. Like, I think, I'm very grateful, and I'm super thankful that, it's not an easy thing being my partner. You know what I mean? Because I'm always on the go. I'm always like, go. We meet a goal. It's like, all right, what's next? I'm always trying to be better and grow in like every area of my life. Um, and I think that's something that's very challenging, because most people won't ever understand. Like, I don't do it to be away from my family. Like, it's just, I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do, and also the fact that I get to give my family a better life by being better, and obviously taking care of my health, so that I'm here with my kids for a lot longer. Like, all these little intricate things that I always think about. It's not easy, right? On the outside looking in, it could be like, oh, well, he's out there doing this or out there doing that. But in reality, like, I'm doing it just as much as I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for
Yep.
my family.
Yeah. You got to know your purpose, and you guys have to know that you both are working for the same
Yeah.
thing. It's
But I
it's a
also
teamwork, you know.
prioritize, yeah, I also prioritize in like, what's it called? Like, in season. So it's like, if I'm in a growth season in my business, like, yeah, like, I'll be all in into my business. But then there's also like, that season where I'm like, all right, I need to spend more time with my family. Like, I'll, have my team take care of things, and I'm, with my family.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's never gonna be perfect, but yeah.
Yeah, literally.
It,
No, but yeah, it's a work in progress for sure, and it's just understanding, not balance, because there's really never balance, but prioritizing what's important to you. And I think once you know that, then you know where to put your priorities.
yeah,
You
and
know what I
that's
mean?
and that's something that I still even struggle now
Oh
to this
snap, we're getting
day.
a
Like,
bunch of questions now.
Anita will tell you, like, there's seasons where I'm like, where I'm flying out. Like, for example, like this month and next month, I have a lot of trips coming up, right?
Hmm.
And then in my mind, I start getting anxious, because I'm like, I gotta be with the kids. I gotta do this, because even though I'm going to the trips to get footage for my clients, I still have to come back, edit it, make sure that my team is doing their thing, manage it, etc. Still working, right? And then sometimes I get in my head, and I'm like, damn, am I spending too much time in my business and not enough time with my family? Am I doing this or doing that? And it's like, she always centers me. She's like, hey, like, you've given us time. Like, it's okay. Like, we understand. The kids understand. The kids always know that you make time for them. Every time you come back, we always go do this, we always go do that. So it's like, it gives me that sense
Mm,
of like, I can breathe, and I
yeah.
can go and keep fighting for more for my family, because she gives me that sense of peace, and that, what would you say, like,
Encouragement.
encouragement and the support, to where it's like, hey, as if she doesn't feel like I'm taking time away from them, or I'm too far out, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
The moment that she tells me, hey, you doing this too much, and or this and this, then she'll bring me back to reality. But for the most part, like, she's always encouraging me and telling me that I'm doing a great job. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, well, I think that's what relationships are about. It's just having being there for one another and obviously calling out each other on things that we are lacking. But for the most part, if I don't see anything wrong, I'm like, go keep killing it, you know, keep doing you, and I got this. Like the beauty of it is that we both, especially for me, I'm a little bit more flexible with my business because I don't have to travel, so I'm only able to take clients whenever I want, you know, and it allows me to be with the kids, because it would suck if we both kind of had to
Have crazy schedules.
have crazy schedules and the kids could, you know, not have one of us. So when he was like traveling, I'll work, but I don't work all day, you know. I'll work 4 or 5 hours and then come home to the kids so that they know that they're not alone.
There's
One of
always
us
a parent with
there's
them, you know?
always a parent, yeah. So it's just knowing your balance, knowing your what works for you guys, you know.
Yeah, look, Esme's here.
Who?
Esme.
Esme, what's up? My cousin is
Esme?
here. Esme, hey, hey, hey. Oh my God, baby, you want to put? I think we're missing so many.
I know, it's going up.
Do you
Who
guys still
watches,
hang
like-
out with the crew? Us always, Benny, etc. The last time I think we hung out with them was on Aiden's birthday, actually.
Yeah, Aiden's
that was
birthday.
a while
I feel
back.
like it's crazy because like I feel like we all went through like a season of like growth and doing different things, you know. But
Yeah.
I still talk like Benny literally just texted me right now. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So
But that's what we were talking about the other day. I was like, you know what? He's like, we need to start doing more collabs with our friends and stuff. And I told him, yeah, like we really do. But I think it wouldn't have felt right because we were just getting back together.
Yeah.
That, you know, we were trying to still work on us and the kids. I think right now we've had the time to really suck up everything between us, that we can be like, all right, now let's go and start collabing. Let's start doing more videos with our friends, start hanging out with them. So for sure, stay tuned, because we're definitely going to be planning a lot more trips with them, hanging out with them, doing
yeah, being out
collabs
and
with them.
about. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like everything kind of like, you know, obviously that was a big factor, and then also too, like I started getting busier with my business.
Yeah,
My
that
business
was
started to
another
grow, and then obviously she's doing her business, so it's like now we're both
Yeah.
coming together and helping each other out, and it's just a lot of like little
Yeah.
moving parts. But I mean, the relationships are still there. I'm going back and forth DMs with Bo. They've been wanting to come out for a couple
Yeah.
times. The schedule just haven't.
doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it's been crazy, but
yeah, because Maria's literally texting me all the time,
Yeah.
like, babe, I miss you, let's hang out. And I'm like, yes.
we're
like,
supposed to go to Safari Park.
Well,
like,
she just texted me when we Knott's Berry Farm. We were supposed to go with them, but it was like last minute thing. I had clients that full weekend, so I was like, man, like I can't go, you know. So it's always like
Yeah.
we don't plan it. That's why, because it's always like last minute
Yeah,
things.
literally.
Or we do plan it, and then obviously we're adults, we have families, we have kids. That it's like, oh wait, never mind. The kids have school, and oh wait,
Or they
never
have cheer
mind. We
practice or
don't. I
this
don't
and that.
have a babysitter, and so it's always kind of like something is going on. But we are gonna plan and
Yeah.
start making an effort to hang out.
Yeah,
with
and
them a
Benny
lot
has
more.
been out here a couple of times too, and there's just like, I feel like for the most part too, like relationships, like when you really build a relationship with somebody, it doesn't always go online. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
never like, hey, we're gonna be together, we gotta make a video about it, or we gotta do this, or we gotta, like sometimes just having dope conversations off of
Cameras.
camera. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah. Someone
Have-
said,
I feel like we're missing so many questions, babe.
yeah. God's plan is the best plan, and your mission is together. That's why God brought you back together. How beautiful.
Amen.
Thank you.
Have you guys ever felt in your relationship the other falling out of love or losing interest in you, and if so, how did you fix it?
I would, well, you go first and then.
No, you can go.
I would say, in my perspective, I've never like been not in love with her. You know what I mean? I think she's, when people say like, you know, there's gonna be that one person for you that you're gonna know that's the person for you. Like that's exactly how I feel with Anita. Like even though we've had our ups and downs, but I've always loved her. You know what I mean? Like she's the perfect person in my eyes, you know, to be my partner, and in every area, you know, like as a mom, you know, she's,
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
you know, as a mom, you know, as a partner, she's always
No,
encouraging
for real,
me.
you're gonna make me
like,
cry.
like it's yeah, honestly, and it's crazy, right? Because like outside looking in, like people can be like, oh well, if things were so perfect, like you guys would have never broken up. If things were so perfect, like why this and that. Like it doesn't have to be perfect for you to feel that way. You know, there's always going to be challenges, setbacks, you know, separations in our case. And that doesn't mean that I stopped loving her. Like even through it all, like I always made sure that she was still taken care of, even though it wasn't like from us being together. But if she needed anything, like I would have always been there for her. You know what I mean? So it's like, in my eyes, I've
I'm
never
perfect
fallen.
for you.
Yeah, no, literally, like you know, yeah, it's hard to put it into words, but definitely, I would say that's
Yeah,
how it's
and
for
I
me.
think it's the same way. I think everything he said goes both ways. You know, I felt like he was literally my true love. Like
Hmm.
he's my soulmate. And I don't think we've ever felt out of love. I think that's why we're still together, you know,
Yeah,
because we could have easily been like, oh well, it's not the same. It's doesn't. I don't feel like I love him the same. I
yeah,
mean, a year and a half really puts a lot of things into perspective, and
hundred
you're able to
percent.
reflect if this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, or if you don't. You know, and I think
Yeah,
for me, I've always said like he's set the standard really high for a man because he's always been loving, he's always been caring, he's always been respectful, he's always treated me like a queen. Everything every girl wants, he was that for me. So that keeps me in love with him.
mm,
If that makes sense. Like everything he does, he's so perfect. I love his imperfections. He's perfect for me.
mm,
So it's just, you know, it was just beautiful. Like I don't think I've ever stopped to loving you, and till this day I'm like I love you more than anything, you
yeah.
know.
I feel the same way. Like I feel like I love you even more now because I feel like it was it was just like one of those things where it's like we were in a relationship for so long that it just kind of in some shape or form it became somewhat of a habit of just being together. And then obviously me always growing and her dealing with her depression and being with the kids and doing all that, it
Created that
created like that
separation.
separation between us to where it just cracked, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I think we were in a transition too where it was like, you know, you weren't doing your business yet, you know, so I was the
I
one
hadn't
having
found a
to,
purpose.
you know, I was the one always working, you know, making sure that everything was good, you know, even through the challenges, seasons of, you know, obviously we went through a pandemic, so that hurt my business a lot during that period of time. And it was just so much, like so many little factors that a lot of times as you're moving and you're trying to grow and survive, you don't really like catch them. But then afterwards, you're like, damn, I can see why this happened, or I can see why this, you know, went this way. And, you know, honestly, like I hold no resentment towards her. You know what I mean? I completely understand her. Like I'll never question her love for me, even though we
Mm,
broke up and she broke up with me. Like it's always like, I can only imagine what she was going through in her head. I can
mm,
only imagine how I was dealing with my growth and creating that distance and that separation, and you know, her having to deal with the kids, her depression, her not feeling like she had a purpose. Like, you know, it was a lot of little intricate details that, you know, obviously played a part, and I'll never hold it against her for what we went through. It's just something that needed to happen, and I actually see it as like a
it's like a
blessing in
blessing in
disguise,
disguise.
because it just reaffirmed everything, you know, in terms of our relationship. And you know, especially right now too with this like generation, like it's so messed up, you know what I mean? And I'm
Hmm.
grateful that we both share very similar values, you know. And you know, that's what it is. You know, we went through it publicly. You know, obviously other relationships go through this, and it's never public. But you know, there's people that are gonna have opinions about it, and it is what it is. But I know in my heart that I love her. I never stopped loving her, and you know, I feel like, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, literally.
But
Jose, did you feel like you guys wouldn't get back together?
I think the first year, I did definitely feel that way. Like I was very angry and resentful,
Hmm.
because I was always like, man, I put myself through so much to make sure that we were all good, that we were all taken care of, that she had everything that she needed and wanted at her feet. Like I was trying to be a perfect man, you know, and I was like trying to make no mistakes and no nothing like that. And so when I put it into perspective, I was like, man, I was as close to perfect, and even that wasn't enough. Like I was just so angry after that because I felt like, you know, like why? I didn't understand it. You know what I mean? I was like, what more would she want? Like, what more did she want out of me? You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to be as close to perfect as I could. And if that wasn't enough, then like, you know, I felt, I would say, somewhat betrayed and like somewhat like just angry and resentful. But yeah, for I would say for the first year or so, I definitely felt that we weren't going to get back. But then after we started spending more time together,
What made you? I don't think I've ever asked you this, but what made you feel like you would want to give it a try? Because I feel like for me, it was always
there's
like I wanted to make things work, but because there was like
wall up.
this wall up on his side, it was hard for me to kind of break that, right?
Yeah.
And to me, it felt like we were never going to get back together just
There's
because I
a
understood how hurtful he was, which I'm not, you know, I'm not blaming him. I completely understand. And for a while I was very angry because I was like, how could he be so angry when I didn't even cheat? I didn't do any of this stuff, right? But wasn't understanding his perspective, his point of view. Now, obviously, I get it, but going through it, I was like, okay, we're never gonna get back together, you know, because he's.
I think it was like a big disrespecting for me too. You know what I mean? I think, you know, it was just something, I don't know. It just blindsided me, to be honest. And I feel like that's why I was so like trying to process it and why it happened.
You were so
and
numb.
Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
was literally numb after that, you know?
Yeah, and I think you would tell me, you're like, I can't even sit to like cry or like I can't even. And I think you were so busy too with work that you didn't even have the time to actually sit there and dwell and grieve.
Yeah.
You know, because you had so much on top of you.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like made you?
It's hard to kind of like put it into words, but there's this really powerful quote that says, I much rather try and work things out with you than trying to start something new with somebody else, you know, because we have so much history together. You know, obviously we've been together for so long. I already know like your bad habits, like, you know, your quote unquote, you know, bad things with you, that I was just like, nah, like I much rather try and work things out with you and figure it out, especially too with the kids. I'm like, I much rather have my family back, because for me, family has always been like the biggest thing, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, I come from a broken home, you know, and I think for so many years, it was one of my traumas. I always try to seek family and people and relationships and friendships, and you know, family has always been something that I always hold such a high value in, you know. And I was like, you know what, like we gotta try, we gotta make it work. If we try and it doesn't work out, then I'll be at peace. But I can't not try and think about what could have been, you know, or things like that.
And before this gets taken out of context, I don't want you guys to think that we got back just because the kids, because a lot of times it's like, oh, you guys got back because of the kids, or because
people
you
always
guys
pick and
couldn't
choose.
find someone better. No, it was just like we've talked about.
They have a point to that, babe.
Huh?
They have a point to that.
True. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's literally no one better for you, babe, than me. Like, come
I
on.
mean, that's a fact, though.
No,
Yeah.
like, for real, though.
Yeah.
Like, ¿dónde vas a encontrar esta belleza? No donde sea, papacito. Nope, you won the lottery with this. I mean, I got values, I got morals, I got looks,
Yeah,
I
that's the biggest
got
thing.
personality. I'm humble. What else do you
Yeah,
want? Just
100%. No, it's true. It's true. Like,
no, but
she says that as a joke, but it's a very
true
true
statement.
Yeah, very true statement.
No, but yeah, like it was never like, to me, obviously the kids are a big, like, a factor, but it wasn't the main reason why I wanted to get back with him.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, also too, like, my happiness matters. And if I'm okay and my partner's okay and we have a good relationship, it's gonna portray onto our kids, it's gonna reflect on the kids.
Yeah.
So, you know, yes, I wanted my babies to be happy, but I was like, also too, like, I want to make sure that this is the man I want to spend the rest of my life with, that, you know, he's a great father, he's a great husband, we're literally the representation of what our kids need to look for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't really, the kids were never like the biggest factor. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, solo regresaron because of the kids.
Yeah.
No, like, it was the love we have for each other, the respect we have for each other, and because we don't, in my eyes, I don't think anybody could top Jose. You know, he has, for me, what I look for in a man, he's everything. He has the work ethic, he has the mindset, he has his values in place, his morals. Like, he's a businessman, he's a go-getter. Like, those things are what I love about a man. And if a man can't have his own business, it's not that it's something, there's something wrong, but for me, that's just what I love, you know. And that's what keeps me feel being in love with him. Like, to me, his mindset is the most attractive and such a turn on for me. It's weird, but you know what I mean? Like, the way he is when he talks, even though sometimes I don't get 50-70% of what he says, I'm like, oh my God, that's so sexy to me, you know. But to each their own, and that's just, I love that about him.
That's fire.
Ya se creía todo chiviado, todo chiviado.
Somebody says no such thing as perfect.
Yep,
The only thing is
exactly.
just being is God. Facts.
Someone will always have something to say about your relationship and sincere influencers. Yep. And we've kind of gotten over that, you know, like, we understand, we get it, we're aware enough to know people are always going to portray their insecurities, their fears, their everything onto us, which is, you know, part of life, part of our career. We're not that we're okay with it, but we've accepted it. I love you guys. Your video helped me a lot and opened up my eyes and my mind. I'm so thankful for that. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Love that. Stephanie, truth. Doesn't matter what people think. You both know the truth, and that's all that matters. Yep, exactly, Yesenia. The confidence girl. I love it. Thank you, girl. I had to build this up in a year and a half. It took me a whole year and a half, and I'm still going.
Let's go.
Did you guys still follow each other on social media while you were broken up? Yes. So we were still friends, and we were following each other. Yes, girl.
I just restricted her. So I wouldn't see her stories. I wouldn't see her posts. I was like,
no, you. So I did. Me too.
yeah, see?
Yeah, it's because, yeah, well, I mean, it hurts. It hurts seeing, you know, your ex being out and about, or just seeing them, and, you know, it hurts no matter what. Like, it's always going to hurt, and that's something that I kind of didn't want to be reminded of, even though I would still see him. But I was like, at least I don't get to see him, you know. Like, I don't want to be reminded of him every single day, even though, like, he was in my mind every single day. But I'm sure y'all can relate. I know, why didn't we unfollow each other if we didn't even watch our stuff?
I don't know.
I think it was just, for me, I think I didn't want to cause drama. And I felt like we used to do this when we were in high school. And I'm like, why am I going to unfollow him and then follow him back when, like, we're going to get back together? Huh?
We used to break up when we were young, and then she would unfriend me and everything.
Literally. But yeah, I was like, why am I going to unfollow him when I know we're going to get back together? I was so confident too. I was like, we're going to get back together. Y'all have each other in Christ. Yes, absolutely.
Facts.
Keep the morals of God and be less of his world, and your guys' path will be made straight. Love that,
Facts.
Stephanie. Did you date other people, and how would that have changed your decision on getting back together? I think that would have definitely made like a big...
Yeah, that would have finished it for sure.
For sure, yeah. But I think we were both really dedicated to, like, work on ourselves and just...
That was my biggest year.
Be the best version of ourselves.
I'm still in that season, right? But, you know, obviously when we broke up, I went all into my business, you know, and from that, it just changed everything for me. You know, I landed some big clients, and then from there, I built my team even more. So
you
increased my revenue. Like, I just went all into this, you know what I mean? That gave me the freedom, I guess, if you will, to like go even harder into this. And yeah, you know, it like I said, like, I feel like that year and a half that we were not together really
put things into
perspective and really changed us entirely. Like, for me, it was more like in business, I would say, and for Anita, it was more like on a personal level. You know, she grew into who I always thought she could be, you know what I mean? Like, she'll tell you, like, I would always be like, babe, if you were just to have a little bit of the, I don't even want to call it, yeah, it's vision. That's what it is. So I was gonna say it's not even confidence. It's like just the like a little bit of the vision that I have. Like you have no idea how big you could be. You have no idea how grand like your purpose is. You know, like I've always seen that in her, and that year she became that person that I've always knew she could be. You know what I mean? So like even now that we're here right now, I'm like, babe, keep going. You know, like keep growing, like keep doing this, keep doing that. So yeah, that year
Yeah.
for year and a half for the both of us was like a very
Like a
growth
growing
season. Yeah.
phase for both of us, which was beautiful because now that we came back together, it was a very like we both understood. I think what also helped was we both understood our roles and we both understood each other and ourselves
And
that
you
it
grew a
was
lot mentally
we
too.
grew up. Yeah, we grew a lot
Because I think
mentally.
before the stuff that I used to say like would just like go over your head. You
Yeah,
know, like
because I
now we have
wasn't that aware of
yeah.
what's out there
Now
and
she's really aware. Like I'll tell you this, like honestly, like we've had amazing conversations like ever since getting back together. Like now we
beautiful.
understand like who I am as a man, like why I am the way that I am. She understands now why I am the way I am. I understand her even more like on her perspective, like to what it is to be a woman. Like it's honestly it's
It's
such a beautiful
beautiful.
thing, you know what I mean? Like and
It's a beautiful
I don't
thing.
think it would have ever happened
Had we not
had we
gone through
not
that.
broken up, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like I
So
think it was a blessing in disguise for sure. But it just shows to what you really want your life to be. Like for example, for both of us, it was growing, and we could have easily fallen into the place where like we would have lost ourselves even more, but I think
and
we
also too,
both
like I think one of the things that a lot of times people don't consider is like even during that time we were still co-parenting really well.
really well.
You know,
Yeah.
the kids were being prioritized. We're still doing things with them, so it's like, you know, that never lost sight. You know,
Yeah.
of that aspect of things.
Exactly. But yeah, guys, should we answer a few more questions or should
We already went over. I still gotta pack because I have a
Yeah,
flight
so
tomorrow.
Jose has to pack. We got to get back to the babies. Mila has school tomorrow. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice
Yeah.
that we didn't really have a topic and just kind of going based off, the comments, the questions. It's always so nice to like
Yeah.
for you guys to get to know us a little bit more. And, I'm sure there's a lot of things that you guys can relate. And obviously, the questions that you guys were asking is because there's something that you want to feel like relatable to. That makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys to all of you guys for asking us questions, sharing us your journey and how we've impacted your life, and that means a lot. And no more baby,
Yeah, no more
Avery,
babies.
please, we're good. Solamente que de verdad que Dios diga, but I'm taking care of myself, girl. I don't want no more babies. No more babies. I am done. We have the best of both worlds. We have a boy and a girl, and we have plants, and
Chicken's coming soon.
we want to get some chickens. So that takes up some time too, But we love you guys, and thank you guys for tuning in.
We'll see you guys next
We'll see you
week.
guys in our next live video.
Yeah, next week.
Bye. I gotta go